The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
We're ready to go, and let's not let this segment go down the drain.
Well, you know.
Not without a fight. It's Timothy Jones. He's new to the show, owner of Anytime Drain Cleaning. How are you, Tim?
Not bad.
Good. Tim, where did you grow up? In Syracuse or outside?
Yep, right here locally.
Oh, yeah?
Right on the Lower West End, Seymour Street.
What high school?
Fowler.
Oh, yeah. I was up at Corcoran's, and
very nice.
It was quite well.
That's where Mom graduated.
Oh, yeah. Back in my day, we used to go down and play football, on the field before the new football field over at Fowler.
Yep.
We'd be playing against them and stuff. So that's great. So what brought you into this? Are you a full plumber? When I see drain cleaning, is that just your niche, or?
So we do everything pretty much plumbing related. We try to stay more on the minor end of things. Anything really that involves a lot of manpower, I try to push those to the bigger companies that are more equipped.
So if someone's building a factory, you don't want to do the plumbing.
No.
Okay, but if someone like Tom needs to, he's got a drain problem or he needs to put a new faucet in, that's up your alley.
Yes, sir.
Is that fair?
I did have some drain problems. People don't realize. It doesn't matter what neighborhood you're in, but in my neighborhood's kind of a nice neighborhood out in Cicero. But when they built the outsides, all those lawns, I guess the town sometimes doesn't do things completely right, and the angle is bad. So
you're talking about the drains?
Yeah, the drains.
The pitch is off, probably.
Yeah, the pitch is off, and so things get backed up there. Do you diagnose for people, or do you run into a lot of problems where people don't know whether it's the outside that's causing the problem or the inside that's causing the problem?
I can usually tell once I get on site.
Yeah.
I usually will either just by tapping the riser out in the yard, I can usually tell where it's backed up or clogged.
Interesting.
What's the riser?
The mushroom cap.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's your vent, and that's your building trap.
So wait a minute, you rub a wand on it, you know all the answers?
because he can hear.
It's a sound. It comes with experience.
Okay.
You can usually tell if it's clogged between the house and the trap or the trap in the street.
And where is it commonly the issue? Is it
trapped to the street? But a lot of times the city guys, when they can't get it, or if they think they got it, that's where we're called out. And a lot of people actually don't know this. You pay in your taxes to have the village or the city come out. So I always encourage my customers when they call to always start there. Why not save a buck if you can? You're paying for it in your taxes. And if it's not clogged there, they'll tell you, hey, call a plumber.
Look at that integrity, Tom.
Yeah, which is rare in the business sometimes.
Good for you.
Yeah, so when you come out to a home, are you charging a fee? You got to charge something, right, to even have somebody look?
And then how do you know what to? Because what are you into, right?
Anything local, really. I mean, if it's within means, like 15 minutes of my shop, I'm not going to beat anybody up. I try to do an in-house inspection or a diagnostic, and typically over the phone I get more information that I usually need to pre-bid the job. When I get on site and I see what I'm up against, I know the different animals, so I'm able to say, all right, it's going to be this, it's going to be that. I usually do fixed rate pricing, and it's all based off of the difficulty in the job. So
okay, so everything is plastic now, right? Everything's changed.
But cast iron is more so what I deal with.
It is
because it's always the problematic older things. Just like people, as you get older, things deteriorate.
Stop looking at us.
Yeah,
but the cast iron sewers usually hinder the most because of it's just like a rusty car. You walk up and kick a rusty car, all the flakings are going to fall off. Well, over time, the same thing in a cast iron pipe is going to happen. You're going to have all of that condensation constantly breaking down the metal. The vibrations in the home, slamming the doors, walking around, that's going to loosen it from the pipe. And then all of that ends up settling to the bottom where all of your waste goes. And then it catches up, compiles, builds up, and then you get soft blockages that turn into hard blockages, and that's where I come in. I got to come clean out the drain to get you back up and flowing.
So are you mounting toilets, putting in new toilets, new sinks, and all that, so somebody can call you for remodels and things like that?
Remodels, again, I do try to stay away from, because it's time consuming.
Yeah.
You got to deal a lot with different avenues of contractors, the client.
Right.
I like dealing with just my customer. Right. And it's nothing personal to any contractors. It's just that once you get other people involved, you bring a lot of their headaches.
Yeah, it's smart to know your niche, too.
Yeah, it is.
The guy that's like, I can do everything, and you're going, you don't do it really well.
I always stay in your lane. I'm a firm believer of it. I'm a professional at what I do. I would never try to pull someone's panel off their electrical box or go into their HVAC system. I do with what I know.
Are hot water tanks a thing for you, too?
Yes, yep.
Okay, I know someone that just had an issue.
Diagnosing, replacing, ensuring that they are, running safely, flushing.
That's
all
important.
The above. All big ones.
So you're doing a lot of emergency work. Would you say
absolutely.
that's a lot of people call you when they're desperate. I had a problem where my sink backed up. Kitchen sink just before the holidays and all that.
Common one.
Yeah. And, we have a garbage disposal. Yep. We have a dishwasher. Mm-hmm. So, the gook gets going. Well, I tried to snake it myself. And what people don't realize is once you get that grease and that residue around the inside of the pipe, all you're doing is poking holes in it.
Yeah.
And it's closing.
Coagulative.
Yeah. And it kind of closes back up.
Correct.
So you got to get somebody like yourself, and you probably run the mechanical thing down there.
I have an automated snake, but I also have a flex shaft system, which is basically a chain knocking system. That's for more like heavy duty, really thick grease.
Right.
But the majority of what I do, like the most common, is just running a snake and ensuring that I'm running water at the same time.
Yeah.
So I have a little system that well, I'm not going to take the credit for it. I seen it on YouTube.
I
love the poly trap that is under your sink.
Yeah.
They drill a hole in the top part of the 90, so you can feed a snake through and run water at the same time.
Very nice.
And that allows everything that you're snaking to get washed out. You just have to have a bucket underneath when you're doing it. So.
Right, and you
But
flush
it makes for the best job. So
that's great. So whether it's a toilet backup or a sink backup or a sump pump that might not be working, call you, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yep.
So does Drano work?
I always tell people to stay right away from it because it has emulsifiers in it. Which
I don't know what that word means.
It's a mild acid. It speeds up the corrosion process and will rot your pipe faster.
So if you use it now, you're asking for more trouble down the line.
You'll be seeing me soon.
Okay.
Is there anything that you can run in your bathtubs or your sinks that is good for maintenance?
Enzymes, any kind of drain enzymes, they actually will combat a lot of that. Just like yogurt for our bodies.
Yes.
Is that the packet that I'm supposed to put in my septic tank at camp? They're like, put it in every other month or what? Is that an enzyme?
It's basically the same thing, but it's more for sewer, and it's a lot of the drain enzymes that we end up, or that I push for, are for grease, or for sludge, or for the everyday stuff. So
Great.
So if it's broken, you fix it.
Yep.
If it needs to be replaced, you can replace it.
Yes, sir.
You don't want to build a house. That's not you with plumbing. So this is 90% of what people deal with all the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
It really is.
So they can reach you at the 751-8225. Maybe they've had a slow drain. You think, I got to call a plumber. I don't know a guy. Now you know a guy. His name's Tim. So 751-8225. AnytimeDrain.com. That's a clever name. You do that all by yourself?
Yes, sir.
Oh, he doesn't need marketing help, Tom. He did it by himself. We appreciate you joining us, Tim.
Right on.